Hey Shannon, so I did a side by side of you and Mr. Washington, and this is how it came out. I don't know if the glare is so bad on this thing. I'm sorry. I love that choker, by the way, that you're wearing. It's very cute. Right away, I'm feeling off of Mr. Washington. He doesn't know how to approach this. He wants it, it's in the back of his mind, but he doesn't know how to approach it. How? Not a matter of if I want to, but how do I do this? Now, you did tell me that his kids are grown, so that's not a factor. You can't use those kids as a factor. They're, you know, grown kids. Now, for the first card, as to what his romantic and or sexual feelings are towards you, I pulled this card, which is the Libra card. Okay, so he sees you as a goddess. And I do pick up in his face there because you can tell a lot by a person's facial expressions, no matter how much they try to hide it, what their internal thought process is. And I feel like you're in the back of his mind all the time. Okay. It's something that he never expected. He never expected to meet somebody like you. And the smile is his favorite feature on you is your smile. It's very warm, very inviting, very open. But that is Libra energy anyway. Librans love people and love to be around people, and that's reflected in your smile here. Um, I'm going to blow this up a little bit just to see what else I can pick up here before I actually pull more cards. Yeah, there's an uncertainty on his face. He's a little unsure, okay, how to proceed. So let's see what the cards say, okay? So we already started with the Empress. Okay, okay, we're not taking all the, oh, they're saying take it. These are very, very intense cards, but a little bit of context here. Whenever you get these major arcana, not the court cards, but these major arcana, like the Devil, okay? There's a side to him that he doesn't express with his wife. Is she frigid? Is his wife frigid? Like mechanical almost, like rhythmic. I don't feel they have sex a lot. I don't. Quite honestly, I don't feel, and part of the look on his face is like, if I have sex with my wife, I'm only going to be thinking about Shannon in the back of my mind, and it's him feeling a little bit of guilt. From what I don't know, but usually the guilt stems from children, but the thing is that these children are grown. What's the problem? If they're grown, I don't know if they're grown, they're usually grown adults, at least 18. Okay? And if he's using the kids as an excuse, they're over 18. They know how the world works already. Okay? And if they're way over 18, I'm sure they have a couple of relationships under their belt. So they would understand the transition. I don't know if you have social media, but I'm picking up if you do have social media, that he looks at your pictures if you have them open. And quite honestly, I wouldn't have them closed. If you want to let him see you in your best light and, looking fabulous as you do in this picture, I would keep it open. You have every right to. Thing is with that, this allows them to peak but not do anything about it. You know what I mean? They get their little peak, but they don't do anything about it. And this is going to get increasingly difficult for him, because I really feel he's having a tough time of it. Y'all look good together, by the way. Y'all look really good together. Okay. And notice, I didn't do this on purpose. Okay. Notice how your heads are kind of like towards each other. And I just can't get over the anxiety that I see in his face. I mean, he's overcome. He's overcome. Well, you have these two energies here. You have this very beautiful Empress energy. Okay? And an Empress does not doubt herself. Okay? She's an Empress. She's very comfortable in her sexuality, very comfortable in her beauty. I'm going to tell you something. Libra exemplifies that. There's two under the same planet that rules both Taurus and Libra. Okay? And this is that card. All right? So this is your card. So you are in the forefront of his mind all the time. But then his mind goes into hyperdrive. Okay? His mind goes into hyperdrive. How do I do this? This is the overthinking that I was talking about. Okay? Overthinking leads to non-action. All it takes is one little step. Remember the video that I put on there for 20 seconds from that movie, We Bought a Zoo, where he's talking to his son, and his son is like, I don't know what happened. I like this girl and everything. She stopped talking to me. Because a woman can pick up when they're not being reciprocated. Okay? They're sending out all the signals and they're not being reciprocated. A woman's going to get tired of it. So his dad essentially tells him, all it takes is 20 seconds of bravery, insane courage and confidence. And once you've done it, you've done it. Something good will always happen from that. That's what I'm trying to tell these DMs. And, Mr. Washington is no different. You can stay there being unsure and let the years pass by. And, as you get older and older, you have less energy to be able to enjoy your feminine. Or you can take action right now. Now, I don't know what sign he is, but I'm picking up some either air sign or Virgo, because Virgos tend to overthink things too. Okay. So definite some air sign is quality in his chart somewhere in there in his chart is influencing this indecision as to how to proceed. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't give predictions as to when you're going to unite. I'm going to tell you, if you know that this man is your twin, that's not something I can tell you. Okay, that's something that, and the reason for that is this. Any person that claims they can tell you if that person is your twin or not is straight up lying to you. And I'm going to tell you, because just because twins are twins, we have each individual energetic signatures. Mine is not like yours. So while you and him have this connection, it's not the same type of connection as like with me and mine. Still the same label, and that's something that we kind of have to get away from, is the label, because that kind of fucks things up. But my connection is not going to be the same as your connection with him. You understand? Still in the same arena, but not in the same energetic signature. And I was talking about that today. Each individual twin couple has their own individual DNA coding. Okay. And you do with him. Okay. So you resonate with him as your twin. That means that you have specific DNA coding. Okay. Now, I know I'm going off on some other things here, but you did say, whatever else you're picking up. So the lust is there. That devil's all about lust. Okay. And the devil is into some nasty shit. So I'm going to tell you, his face may look sweet, but given the opportunity, any of these men, and I'm telling you, that's why I made this video today. Any of these men, given the opportunity, will show this side to themselves. And some of them are afraid of it. If they come up to you and express this desire to do certain things, oh, I want you to bite me, or I want you to do this, or I want you to do that, they don't want to put you off. So I feel like that's part of it too. There's some things that he can't express with his wife that he would love to express with you because he knows that you're open to it. Okay? Now, Death card and the Victory card. It's a very interesting combination here. I'm going to tell you it's a very interesting combination because death is all about something ending. I do feel this has something to do with his wife. I'm not talking about sickness, God forbid. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I don't know the specifics of that, so I can't really get into that. But what I will say is that there is a definite... There's an ending here happening, and this is not making him very comfortable. I don't know if he's very present in the church or anything, but I do feel a part of him is concerned about that. How's it going to look to other people? Why do you give a shit? Why do you give a shit? But he wants this victory. And at the end of the day, he's going to get what he wants. He's going to get this ending, this split from his wife. How it's going to happen, that part I can't play out for you. That part I cannot predict, but know that it's something that ultimately is going to give victory. Okay? There are certain things that spirit won't allow me to convey because there are certain there's a certain level of karma involved that, if there's specifics that are picked up on that I'm not supposed to be picking up on, you're not supposed to know about it ahead of time. I can't, as a reader, I can't reveal everything. I try to reveal as much as I can, but I can't reveal all of it. Okay. My guides just let me know what to talk about and what not to talk about. Okay. Now, I know that we didn't cover too much about his sexual feelings. Again, I don't feel like he's allowing himself to really express that part of him. That's why not a lot is coming out, but let's ask him, Mr. Washington, is it okay if we tap into those energies so that you can freely express it through this reading? He's so shy. Oh my God. Again, he wants to make the trek towards you. That's where this is all about. Okay? That's what I'm getting. But notice what's in his hands. How? What's the best way to do this? Now, if a man starts thinking about these things, then his wife must be a real fucking shrew. Okay? Because with kids being grown, the process should be simple. They're both over 18. What's the problem? What's the problem? It's not like they're 8 years old, 8 months old. Okay? I can understand that. Okay. And even, a teenager is going to understand this. Okay. Little children, I can understand the thought process of not wanting to leave yet because they're so small and they're so impressionable and they don't want that fabric being torn. But the thing is, it's been torn a long time ago. Okay. Now, I know you said that you don't want to talk about karmic, but she is a shrew. And they just wanted to for some reason, they needed to let you know she is a fucking shrew. She's a shrew of a woman. Very cutting with her words. For all intents and purposes, they want this reading to be very balanced and cover all aspects. So I know that you didn't ask for it, but my guides wanted me to talk about it. Okay. So, romantic feelings towards your. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna come. He's gonna come to you. Like I said, but he's afraid of fucking it up. He's afraid of dropping the ball. In this case, a fish. Okay. He's afraid. He's afraid of sounding stupid, looking stupid. He's very, very concerned about his appearance. He's got to stop that. He's got to stop that. He's very unsure of himself. I'm going to tell you. He may not, present that part of himself, but I'm telling you energetically, deep down inside, he's not very sure of himself. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be going. This represents the wife. Okay, I know, again, apologies for keep mentioning her, but spirit is going to convey whatever messages need to be conveyed, even if you didn't ask for them. He is leaving. That's him right there. He's leaving. And she's left with an empty cup. And I feel this is due in part to her being a fucking shrew and not being the nicest of people. Okay? I think that's a commonality with these karmic girlfriends, fiancés, wives, All right, so we don't want to talk about karmic anymore. All right. So what about you and him? And they're telling me to put all the cards back just to be on the safe side. So tell me about Shannon and Mr. Washington. What do we need to know about Shannon and Mr. Washington? Yeah, they keep on telling me it's coming fast. Remember how many times this card came up in the live? Okay, so this is a very palpable energy, not just for your situation, but for the collective. Okay, there's a call to action. They're just trying to figure out how. Okay, they want to make it memorable, and they're so concerned about making it memorable. And I feel a lot of them have been watching. Oh wow, confirmation. Okay, so what this is telling me here, the Hierophant, commitment, rocking the world. This is going to rock the world of the people that surround him. Okay. Again, major arcana energy. Ace of Cups, following his heart. Something has to break for something new to emerge. And him standing in his Emperor energy. So this is going to happen. It's just a process. He has to get over this unsurety. He has to get over that. I'm seeing it all over his face. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You have a welcoming smile. Babe, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Where do you think I'm going? And him, yeah, but. And I keep on hearing, yeah, but. There's no yeah, buts here. No yeah, but. Okay? So while, I want to do sexual energy, I'm going to ask him again if it's okay to poke into that. A lot of DMs are shy. Yours is one of them. He's very, very shy. And it's going to be difficult to tap into that type of energy if he won't let me. I'm a stranger to him. To all these DMs, I'm a stranger to them. It's like, who is this? Being so invasive. You got the floor, Mr. Washington. You're in a very, very neutral environment. Nobody is going to yell at you. We just want to know. Okay. You're just using me as a channel, Mr. Washington. Talk to your DM. Talk to Shannon. It's okay. You can be as expressive as you want. There's no need to be embarrassed or ashamed or feeling like you're doing anything wrong by expressing this. I do feel the general energy that of soon, but soon is different for everybody. That's why I can't give you a definite time. Yeah. Yeah. I feel he wants to make sure that his, for lack of a better term, for his wife is solid enough that she leaves him alone. Because I do feel there's a move happening. I don't feel like they've been really necessarily getting along. He knows he's being selfish. He knows. But it's the only way he knows to be right now for his own mental survival. He's thought about this quite a lot. He's thought about you quite a lot. And there's been times that Karmic has kind of caught him talking in his sleep. Okay. There's a song. When you're talking in your sleep. I'm not sure who sings it or what the name of the song is, but it's like, I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I don't know if you ever heard that one, but it's a quite popular song. Yeah. They're really conveying this is twofold. He's thinking about how he left you in the cold, and he's thinking how he has to leave her in the cold. So this is very heavily on his mind, and I'm surprised the man gets any sleep at all. Yeah, we got the hangman here. This is all about faith, trust, suspended by one foot with only a little ass rope there to hold him up. All that weight, all the blood rushing to his head. What else does Mr. Washington want to tell you? He plans on telling you everything, but it's just a matter of him being brave enough to move forward. I'm like, come on, dude, you have to take the first step. We can't do your job for you. We can't. When have you ever known us reaching out and it working out? It's because it's not meant to that way. Okay. It really does have to be the man to initiate contact, because that's after he has realized certain things. Okay. So this is why when we reach out and we're told not to reach out, because when we reach out, we're doing their job for them, and we're not supposed to do that. There can be no substitutes. It has to be him. Okay. Okay. What else does Mr. Washington want to tell you? I'm curious what his first name is. Okay. We got the 5 of Wands here. This is all about pettiness. We're going to see what the pettiness is about. What is this pettiness about? He knows that he's delaying this. He knows that he is the cause for the delay through his indecision. He knows. He knows all of this. He knows he's being too meticulous. He knows that he's combing over every little thing. And you know what? Sometimes things are just plain in your face. They don't have all these E equals MC squared equations to it. You're making it harder than it has to be. I'm just gonna say, you know me, Shannon. I love our masculines and everything, but you had to be tough. It's love, but it's tough love. Okay. We're going to read on this and see what this is all about. Because now this reading is taking a turn for, somebody stepping into their own trap. Who is that? Somebody stepping into their own trap. I feel this is somebody that's related to Mr. Washington. A female that you may not know about. We're going to get some interesting information here. Because all of this ties together. I know you didn't ask about certain people, but it all ties together to get a better understanding. King of Wands. Now, Wands is all about Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Okay? This is a fire sign, an older fire sign man. Doesn't have to be, but most likely it is. Does he have a friend that's close to him that's kind of thinks that his advice is the only advice that needs to be taken? And he's not getting good advice. Remember that I don't know if you saw the video that I had made on the DMs receiving bad advice from female friends, but this could be for male friends too. Okay? Okay. What do you want to do with Shannon? Okay. We got the 2 of Swords here. We're going to find out what that's all about. What is this 2 of Swords all about? Okay. That came out. That's too many. We're not going to pick all those. That's way too many. Okay. What do you want to tell Shannon? He's having nightmares about this. I'm telling you, I look at that face and I just see so much indecision, so much inner turmoil. Even his posture is not too sure, Yeah, I feel like he's gone over this 1,000 times in his head, and it's interrupting his sleep now. And I feel like it's like this with a lot of the masculine. It doesn't have to be that way. Wouldn't you rather be sleeping next to your feminine instead of having nightmares about losing her? Am I right? Again, Empress came out. So you are a constant thought in his mind, okay? The one that got away, right? Again, I don't know if you have a public profile on Facebook or whatever, but I would leave my pictures to be public just so that he can see. Because he is looking. If you have it and it's open, he's looking. Look at this. He knows what you are. He knows what you are and the lovers. Okay, the lovers. It's not just about twin flames. It's the lovers. What do the lovers do? They make love. He tries to suppress it. He tries to suppress it. I don't know why, but he tries to. You know, when a man tries to overcompensate with the whole suppressing thing, it leads to sleepless nights. They don't eat. You know, their bodies are all out of whack. Their chakras are all out of whack. They would just do what they're supposed to do. They would have so instantaneous peace. Again, they're reiterating how things went down between you two and how things have to go down between him and his karmic. Okay? But he has to be brave. That's his big lesson. That's his big lesson. Again, this is the third time this has come out. So they're really reiterating this. Okay? Okay. Any final thoughts? I am going to have to cut this down to a half an hour because I'm not really picking up on anything else. And also I have to make the file as small as possible so that I can send it to you. Okay? Because the way YouTube is set up, when you send it through these things, you know, sometimes they can mess up. So it's going to be a little bit before you get your reading, but you're definitely going to get it. It's going to be in a private link. And obviously only you get to view it. All right. Any final words that you need to know? Know that the desire is there, but he doesn't know what to do with it. He doesn't know what to do with it. And he's afraid to even talk through this reading. What I would do, if you have a picture of him, I would speak to the picture. And when you want to feel closer to him, tap your heart. It's just a repeated tapping. You'll feel the effects. You'll feel him close, okay? You tell him whatever you want to tell him while looking at his picture and tapping your heart. But look into his eyes. He will feel it, and you will feel it either in your heart, in your third eye, or in your groin. Okay? Just repeatedly tap until you're finished with your message, and then I'm already feeling the energy, the tapping energy, kind of like it's a repeated, you know? So that's something that I learned. I forget where I learned it, but it was from an article or something. And I tell all my clients to do this because it really helps you instantly connect. Now, There's also, and I know that this is, not falling on virgin ears here, there's also another method you can connect to him with, and it's through sex magic. Okay. It's not the deviant thing that people make it out to be. Okay. All it is you have your little, I'm assuming you live alone. Okay. Um, you find your alone time, uh, and you put music on, you put candles as if you were there, and you make it a night to connect with you and him. Okay. And it's through solo sex. Okay. I'm not going to get into the gory graphic details. You know what that is. Okay. I don't have to tell you. We're grown women here. Um, but at the height of climax, okay, you mention his name. Okay. Say it out loud. Okay. I'm sure that he has a first name. I only know him as Mr. Washington right now. And in that 0 point, because orgasm is 0 point. That's when you don't have any ego. Orgasm, facts. Orgasm is 0 point. That's when you have no ego, and they call it le petit mot, which is the small death or the little death. Okay, that's kind of like where you leave your body a little bit. Okay, that's why you have the removal of the ego, because when you die, there's no more ego. Okay, and the French call it le petit mot because it's uh, the little death. Okay, I think you're the only client that I've ever told that to. So this is special. Wow. Okay. So this is your reading. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any other questions, my email. Okay. Um, and let me know what's going on with your situation. Okay. Like I said, you have my email. You know how to get in contact with me. And if nothing was covered here, or shouldn't say nothing was covered. I think I covered pretty much everything. But if anything else comes into your awareness that you want to know about, just email me, okay? And I'll get back to you when I can. So it was a very big pleasure doing this reading for you. And I'm very, very happy to report that he does love you. He does care about you. He does think about you. He just doesn't know what to do with it. He's so unsure of himself. And you know what? Hopefully with these little practices, you can draw him closer to you. Okay? Ask your angels and guides what to do. Okay? In addition to any guidance that you're getting here, because they'll give you further information as to you see, as to what you need to do in your particular situation. Okay? Because I can't give you, a prescription or what to do. It's every case is a case by case basis. So I hope this was helpful. And again, it was a wonderful pleasure doing this reading for you. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this now, and you let me know what you think. Okay. All right. Talk to you later.